Hi, my name is Jonathan Tumim, and I'm the operator of this here facility. This is the Tumim Brothers Bitcoin Mining Concern Ltd. Here at Tumim Brothers, we are focused on providing cheap and green hosting for Bitcoin miners. We are powered by hydroelectricity and have some of the cheapest electricity rates in the entire world. And we use this in order to provide a method for small-time miners to help compete with the increasing centralization that we see in Bitcoin mining due to players like Bitfury and KNC. However, we're not just interested in providing cheap hosting, we also pay a lot of attention to performance. So today what I'm going to show you is our cooling system, and I'm going to show you some temperatures using my infrared thermometer as well. 24.5 degrees Celsius in this, which is our air-conditioned office space. As you come in through here, we'll come to our data center itself. And I apologize, it does get a bit noisy here, so I'll try to talk loudly, but there will be some wind noise. I apologize for that. Last temp in our office is, what is that, 23 point something. And in here we have our data center. We have temperatures of about 21 degrees, 21.5, 21.7, something like that on our floor. And this is without any air conditioning whatsoever. This is, there's probably wind noise here. Move back a little bit. So we have no air conditioning in this entire building, or in this entire warehouse room. Everything is done using evaporative coolers, which use only water and a little bit of electricity to run a fan. This is much more efficient than air conditioning can be and allows us to keep our costs low. And frankly, the performance is quite good. Degrees. So the air coming out of those fans is currently about 17.8 degrees Celsius. And that's producing a temperature of the entire data center of around 20 degrees Celsius. Those are 3 fans that are running right now, 3 evaporative cooler fans out of a total of 15. We haven't set up the other, well, we haven't set up 9 of them yet, and 3 of them we just have off because we don't need them at all. Over here, we have our cooling system itself for the racks and pod for our system. It's a hot air containment system, so all of the hot air gets sucked straight up outside through those big yellow ducts. I'm going to run outside for a minute and get a temperature reading for what the air outside is right now. So right now we've got 25.8 degrees outside. This is a medium temperature summer day. It rained a little bit earlier today, so the humidity is higher than normal, which makes our evaporative coolers less effective. But even with that, we're still getting a 7 Celsius decrease in temperature from outside to inside with no air conditioning whatsoever. That makes a big difference for performance and also efficiency. On hotter days, it can get up to 35 degrees Celsius, but the hotter days are the days with lower humidity. So on those days, the evaporative coolers are even more effective and still keep temperatures below 25, 26. It should take a 99.9th percentile day to get a temperature in here above 26 degrees Celsius. Over here, you probably saw we have several miners running, mostly SP30s and SP10s with a couple of other machines coming. We've got a Cointerra here, we've got some Antminer S2s that'll be here in a minute. The intake temperature is around 20.9 degrees at the moment. And right now it's 6 p.m. on a Friday. So this isn't the hottest time during the day, but it's also during summer. So during winter it's going to be really cold in here, and we're going to have to watch out to make sure that the lines up there, the sprinkler system doesn't freeze. We'll probably replace that at some point. But anyway, now I'm going to give you one other thing. Yes, not only are we providing cooled air, we're providing a lot of it. So this right here is just a little strip that we got from packing material. As you can see, it hangs down. It's affected by gravity. But back up a little. As we get closer to our machines, different things start to happen. Let me go around there, yeah. That'll give an idea. The airflow that we're pulling through our machine, our racks, is quite considerable. And this is airflow that adds to the fans on the machines themselves. We have huge exhaust fans that force extra air and extra cooling capacity through our machines. They perform better stacked like this in a very dense configuration than they would if they were just in an empty room all by themselves. Now let's head over to our containment aisle itself. And I apologize, it's going to get a little bit noisy in here. Close it. And now maybe you can see side view. Yeah, that's not showing up so well, but maybe that'll show up better. This way is down. That way is the wind. Now, if we're not too careful, this can turn into a little fishing line or get stuck in the fans. If you pull it up a little bit farther, it'll stop going to the side and start to go straight up. So we have all this air going through the machines and then straight out. Hot air or maybe moderately warm air. We're using a lot more air than we need to actually cool the machine, so it doesn't end up being that hot. And it goes through quite fast. It should be about 14 meters per second through these ducts. And you have to be a little bit careful with small objects or light objects, because if you don't, you very well could lose your shirt. So that's our cooling system. And that's about it. We bought enough cooling equipment to cool about 3 megawatts worth of equipment in this room. We only are planning on having about 1 megawatt in here. So we'll just run the extra cooling equipment and give you extra cooling. Why not, right? That's our data center. Thanks for watching and have a nice life.